I had amazing week in my sewing room. If you would like to hear about it, stick around. Hi, my name is Agatha. Welcome in Agatha's Cottage. It's time for weekly catch-up, Friday sews type of video. I had extremely busy week in my sewing room. Few failures that turn into successes, few finished WIPs, and overall very successful week. I will start first with what I'm wearing. This is one of the WIPs that I finally finished. You might recognize this fabric. I made my Frog Tales 2023 dress in it. I made Betty dress by Sinclair Patterns, and I absolutely love this fabric. So I had a bit left, odd bits and pieces, and I managed to cut out a t-shirt that I absolutely love. The pattern I cut out is from Ottobre magazine. It's a number 2 by 2021, and that's the top. It can be worn back and forward, so V at the back or V at the front. And here are the line drawings. And I made that top multiple times. So I did cut out the top, and then for some reason I just sewn the shoulder seams and the side seams, and I left the whatever left of the fabric was in the project bag with not finished top. And it was waiting in my WIP pile, waiting for the time when I will have a black thread in my overlocker, or I actually remember that I have it there. So it was probably on my WIP pile for a year. Anyway, recently when I was preparing for Sewing Social, I decided to dig few of my WIPs and take them with me just in case I will finish the project I was working on. And I pull out this one. I wasn't entirely sure how I want to finish the top, because some of the versions I did with just a flatter sleeve as per pattern, some I did just with the band, but I thought this time I want something with sleeves. So I didn't do sleeves or anything, didn't cut out anything, and it was just waiting in the project bag. So 2 days ago, I decided I'm gonna have a look and I will try to find the sleeves that will fit. I couldn't be bothered to draft them from scratch, but luckily, my self drafted t shirt pattern with a minor adjustment were perfect. So, sleeves from that pattern. So, I added them and I absolutely love how it turned out. Let me stand up for you. As you can see, it has a little V. I didn't finish it perfectly, but that's fine. It's such a busy print, you can see it. Here is the back, and on the original pattern I did minor sway back adjustment and it fits perfectly, and shoulders are almost okay. I could do with a tiny bit of narrow shoulder adjustment, but it's not a big deal. I absolutely love it. It's very comfy, although Chris told me it looks a little bit like medical scrubs because of the V, etc. So I don't know, I might start wearing V at the back. And while I had black thread in my machine, I thought, you know what, I better finish the cardigan that I started before Christmas, probably even a little bit earlier. So here's the cardigan. It's McCall M6996. It was on my Make 9 2024 list. I made it to basically the moment when I had sleeve attached, sides sewn, and the collar almost finished. However, I wasn't happy with where the sleeves were. They were drooping a lot and they were shapeless. So I basically cut off the whole attached sleeves just by the seam allowance and reattached them again, and finish the hems on the sleeves and on the bottom, and finish the belt, and I absolutely love it. Let me put it on so I can show you. Very cozy. It's just black, plain old black, and I need a black cardigan in my wardrobe. I just did normal hem on the sleeves and I absolutely love it. I do have a belt here, and I will try to take a picture with the belt on so you can see how it looks properly put together. But it's very cozy. I think the fabric is from either Ecobee or Dresden. I need to check my note. And I'm very happy I got two WIPs out of my to-do pile. Basically, I have some projects that are on the naughty corner, or they are alterations on a little bit of mending, or things that require me to put a little bit of thought how to deal with the problems I occurred while sewing them. So sometimes it's just a matter, okay, I needed to finish something quickly. I changed the threads on my machine or on my overlocker, and I forget about the project. Sometimes there is an issue, like with the cardigan, and it takes a while for me to go back. I keep looking at my naughty box. There is still good few projects there that I need to deal with, but I'm happy. I'm slowly dealing with them. I also worked last week on my three versions of New Look 6216. I mentioned in my last Friday shows that I have three fabrics that I'm considering using, and I have three ideas how I want to work and what hacks I want to do on those versions. And I finished all three of them, and I'm very happy with them. I will show you first the first one. I do have pictures of just hanging them on the hanger, so I will put them here, somewhere here, uh, if you cannot see the whole t-shirt. So that's the t-shirt number one. So I did normal band on the top. As mentioned in my last Friday sews video, I slightly raised the neckline because on original pattern, neckline was a little bit too low for my liking, and I brought it on the shoulders as well by 1 centimeter on each side. I did sway back adjustment, and I did small narrow shoulder adjustment. So I did rushing on the shoulders. So basically, I did extend it slightly by 1 inch the length of the shoulders here. So I have a bit more for gathering, and I extended the length of the top by 2 inches also to do some gathering. So that's how the inside of every gathering piece looks like. So it's a piece of same fabric. You can use bias binding or whatever else you want to use. I attached first the middle, so I did the middle row, and then I did two rows on the side. I looped, not looped, what's the word? I threaded the string through the loop, and then, gather, tie a knot or tie a bow, and it's done. And I absolutely love this top because I can wear it in various versions. I can wear with the shoulders gathers, with both sides gather, with one side gather, with one shoulder gather, or shoulder loose. So there's a lot of options for wearing this top, and I absolutely love how it turned out. The green fabric was in my stash for probably 4.5 years. I got it in Poland, and I absolutely loved it. And I was dreading cutting to it because I loved it so much, but I'm happy with the result. The next version is made using cotton jersey I got in Crafty Studio. It will be either a year or 2 years ago. I don't remember exactly. I wanted something low key, something slightly bit elevated comparing to the normal tee, but nothing crazy in relation to hacks. So what I did, I finished the top with the bias binding, so it's visible, it's jersey bias binding on both neckline and the shoulder, and I did tiny little bow here. Originally, I was planning to make like a off-white cream bow, but I didn't like how it looked against the bias binding. It was just too in your face and it looking cheap, but I think the black one looks elegant and lovely. And I shortened it by half of an inch, and then I did an inch hem, and I absolutely love how it turned out. The last version is the version that made me go crazy. You know, when you do some things that you think will turn out well, they aren't, and then you unpick and do another version of what you are thinking, and it doesn't look good either. So that was the case with this top. So on the front is just plain basic top, but I had this idea in my mind to add tiny bit of lace on the shoulders and at the back, and I love how it turned out. But I had total brain fart when I was preparing it and forgot to extract what I was adding, the additional basically an inch on the shoulder um, from the neckline. So I basically widened the neckline by 2 inches because it's inch on each shoulder. And then, like it wasn't enough, I decided, no, I'm not done yet. Let's add another inch at the back. I do totally love the back piece. I love the little bit peekaboo effect, but still that added a lot. Therefore, the top was had very deep neckline. So I thought, you know what, I'm gonna finish it with bias binding. I will do the hidden bias binding, like make it sexy top that I can drop off one shoulder. And I decided to do woven bias binding. It was sticking around and it wasn't flexible enough to drop it off the shoulder. It just looked awful. So I unpicked it. And you can see tiny little, there's row of stitches. It should go with the wash, but yeah, it's a little bit visible. So I thought that no, okay, let's think about something else. So another idea was I still have some of that lace left. It's stretchy, it's not too stretchy, but it's stretchy enough. So I cut out the neckband from the same jersey fabric and I decided to attach the lace to the jersey fabric and attach it together. But I didn't take to consideration that that lace had maybe 10% of stretch versus my jersey had roughly 50, 60. So the neckband was just standing. So imagine deep neckline with the neckband piece just standing like it's marching on, I don't know, some kind of parade. It looked awful. I was totally mortified of how it looked. So I unpicked it again and I thought, okay, no, no more messing, no more trying anything. Let's go with just plain ribbing or cuffing, whatever you will find in your stash. I didn't want to even risk regular jersey because the neckline on this got unpicked twice and it was already stretching beyond. Um, so I didn't want to risk damaging any further. So I just did plain ribbing and I'm actually quite happy with how it turned out. I'm very happy with those three t-shirts that are going into my wardrobe. They will be welcomed addition to add a little bit of variety. So that's all the things that I made. Why I haven't worked on anything else, aka my SewSkin Summer makes. Basically, I overdid with one of the workouts and I did something to the inside, like here of my hand, and it's a little bit sore. So I didn't want to push it because when I was trying to hold the scissors or hold the rotary cutter, I felt a little pain here. It wasn't substantial, however, it was strong enough that it made me think twice about resting that arm, basically that hand, and overstretching it. So I decided I'm gonna give it another day or two, just so it will fully recover. Because even if I'm holding a cup of tea, bear in mind, my favorite cup holds 600 milliliters, so it's like over a pint of tea. So when I'm holding it, it's a little bit sore, but it's a big cup. So I thought that I will work on whips. I'm hoping to go and work on the SewSkin Summer makes over the next few days, and hopefully I will have everything done by next Saturday, which is 31st of May, so I can submit everything ahead of time. In addition to that, I will be working on some whips. I have a skirt that I want to finish upcycling. So actually it was a dress and I'm turning it into a skirt, and I tie-dye it, not tie-dye it, I actually dyed it last year. So I just need to finish putting it together, and it will be done, and hopefully it will be accepted as the entry for SewSkin Summer. I do have shorts to work for Alice, so I have two pairs of shorts and the fabrics are waiting. So hopefully when my hand feels a little bit better, I can cut them out and make those shorts, because she was just hinting that she does need some more shorts. I wonder, what's your approach to works in progress? Do you have a pile, one, or you are, I need to finish that project, there's no outstanding projects waiting. If something goes on a naughty pile, or like, you are stuck on something, what do you do with those projects? I'm very curious of your answers. Please leave the comment below. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to give a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't done so yet. And don't forget, clean your sewing machine and change your needle. Happy sewing. Bye. This week,